finally, after, I don't know, what have I had this car now? 2 years. I've just paid the rego actually, about 2 days ago, or 2 weeks ago actually. Time to take out the box for good. Alright, it's all dirty because the port sucks in the dust off the step, spits it all over itself. But yeah, it's covered in dust and shit and whatever that is. But when I bought this car, I was ill-advised. I was told it was a great drift car. It turns out it's not a great drift car, and when you try and drift it, you break your box. So it's probably about 3 or 4 months ago. Put it sideways around a corner. The car was awesome drift in the wet, and snapped the legs off the sides as it the box went that way, and I flicked the car back, snapped it the other way. They're steel legs, so these were glued to the box and then, as I said, mounted with 45 degree steel legs on each one. As you can see, clean snapped off every single one as you go down on both sides. The middle one is still intact-ish, but as you can see, it's snapped a few of them and it's starting to rip them out. I've been driving around, so what I've been doing is just pick the legs up, drop the box back on it, and unless I went and put it sideways or something stupid, the box was fairly good. But because the middle one's just about on their way out, I don't need it actually falling onto my amps. Just to be safe for my amps, it's got to come out. And this one here is jammed in. I can't get it out anymore either, so it's got to come out. And I'm not putting it back in. I've been saying I was going to sell these subs for like 9 months. They're fantastic subs, and that's why I haven't. I do love the subs, but I'm not fixing this box. It's 2 years old. The box itself is still great. It sounds great, but this whole legs was obviously a shit design. So whatever. I mean, I think the idea was right under the amps, but I could have executed that better. But I'm not fixing it. It's coming out and staying out, and going in. Here's a new box for a temporary setup, which I'm about to go show you the sub. One last little 28 Hz burp. You know what, I thought that should be the last scene of it all intact in the car. And that's how I'm having to drive around. Falling over, it's all crooked. Shit no good like that. Alright, and the new sub. People were thinking it's going to be something super fancy, exciting. It's not. It's a kicker. L7, solo barrack, or whatever you want to call it, L7. This is like 2010 model one. 1000 RMS. Okay, big magnet on it. As you can see, nice beefy magnet. Dual 4 ohm this one, so I'll be running it at 2 ohm. But it is admittedly a little ugly. It's got some black stuff. I bought it on eBay for $50. Okay, I actually bidded on it. I put $52 on it, and no one else bid it, so I was stuck with it. It was kind of an accident win. You know, it wasn't that I wasn't unhappy to buy it, but it wasn't like I was desperate for it. But I won it anyway. Seeming as my box is all falling apart, I thought, screw it. This will go in there. But being a little bit ugly, as I just showed you, I didn't really want to show off the woofer. So that's why I'm building a 4th order, so that the sub's hidden anyway. That end, I haven't actually built a 4th order before, so I thought may as well. It's just an experiment. It's just a cheap sub. If I blow the sub, you know. Everything's covered in dust, just because it sucks it in, so spits it all over it. Batteries, fans are like dusty. Alright, got the wood out and the amps out. And I vacuumed this before I installed anything. That's purely just shit. It's come off that box and off those legs as it's falling apart. Alright, so I went all out for design for the new floor. That's it. Okay, I'm going to put a few bolts in it like I had in the old one. That's it. As I'm going to say, temporary. This whole install is purely just for now until I get my 18s. Whatever, whether I go 15s or 18s, but until I get my sundowns. I've went all out on the amp rack. As you can see, I even traced them. That's how much effort's going into it. As you can see, that square is getting cut out, that square is getting cut out, and those two little ones there. And that's it. and it's going to be a flat panel. It's the fanciest of amp racks. Flat piece of wood with a flat piece of wood. I did round over the edge, and I did round over the edge on the hole, but that's it. There you go. I only just fit those amps in actually, and that's the 3500 BC 3500 Crescendo and the T800 Rockford, which won't be in the car for much longer, but for now it's there. Now you will notice that I've still got to wipe the amps, they're a little dusty, but besides that I've cleaned it all up. You will notice I don't have the fans in there anymore. I took those out. They're pointless now. I mean, before they were under the box, now they're out in the open, the 2 amps. And that's only running at 2 ohm anyway, so you know, it's nowhere near working hard. I didn't want to put any effort in or design or anything, there's no point. It's just to get me by. Yeah. Cool, alright.